So you mentioned your love for the music, and I was about to step into it. You are a guitarist, right? You play the guitar.
Well,
You
you play
are,
several instruments, but my
oh, you
main
play several instruments, but you have a special love for the guitar.
man, that was yeah, that,
And
you know,
you never see you without a guitar. It's
I
always
know,
strapped
right?
across your back,
Yes.
or you're standing with it next to you. So I call you the music master of the guitar.
Oh boy.
You love the music so much. Talk to us and tell us, where did you develop this love and how did it come about?
All right. Going back to Clifton again. Yeah, my church, my main church. Yeah, that's where I grew up, right? I remember going to church as a kid. I said why I couldn't relate to what was going on during the service. So trust me, I didn't really want to go to church, but I don't have a choice.
Uh-huh.
You know, because mom started coming to church now.
Mhm.
But guess what happened now? I remember going to church now and then I saw this man on the rest playing this thing and why, trust me, I started getting interested now and tune in every Sunday now I said, well, this thing look nice. So when I miss church again, start getting interested in
Mm.
the music now, so like watching one play and the different things that I used to see him do, back then with the guitar. So I remember going home from church now and even before the mirror, I used to mimic him, my
Okay.
imaginary guitar, you
Mm-hmm.
know, until I decided, why not? And I make one for myself.
Oh
And
gosh.
I make my first guitar. I remember,
Wow.
yeah, first guitar. I don't know where the idea came from, but I remember getting fishing line, sometimes elastic, but elastic always bursts up.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
fishing line last longer, And
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting like sardine tin,
Mm.
and sardine tin shape a look away.
Yes.
So I just knock in the sides so it kind of look like a shape like the guitar. And
Okay.
I used to do a little drawing back then, so I remember my dad he used to do everything. He was more into like building and so on. So construction. So I remember used to get some of the plyboards them and draw the shape of the guitar. I remember the guitar stay one that saw the brother at church play and I drew it out and everything like that and cut it out, and then I cut a hole in the middle and then I put the sardine tin at the back, tack it, put on with some of the tack, some glue and thing like that. And
Yes.
then the keys now, I make my guitar man, get wire hangers first from the cleaners
Mm-hmm.
to cut them up on this guitar here now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, these wires that's going across the horizontal.
Okay.
They are fret wires, right? The strings going vertical
Okay.
and the frets going horizontal. So I used to cut up the wire hangers and make my frets look just like the guitar that's your church.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
these are called tuning keys.
Right.
But my tuning keys were the corned beef keys, but they used to call it bully beef keys. Bully beef,
Oh,
yes.
bully
Those are my
leaf
keys.
keys.
Yes, man.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I make it just like the one that I see at church.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And every Sunday evening, religiously, every Sunday evening after church, there was programs to come on, Reverend VB programs to come on Sunday evenings. Yeah, man. I make sure I go right beside the radio. I find a comfortable little spot beside the radio with my guitar. Come
Okay.
on. And from song one to song 10, I used to play. Now, I never know A, B, C, no, nothing. I just know say, what I play sound matching to what I hear,
Yes.
you know. So, yeah, man, and that's how the whole thing got started.
God bless you, man. God bless You you.
Yeah.
Still playing with the Grace Trillers?
Well, presently, because the base in Jamaica, you know, only if they're touring and they need me, then fine, I'll go and play with them wherever. Touring. But that was my main group. But before playing with the Grace my early days, the first gospel group that I was exposed to was the Insights gospel group.
Mm.
Yeah, the Insights. That was up. What must be what each 14 somewhere there. Yeah,
Okay.
I started playing with Insights. Then later on, Grace Thrillers, which was one of the, the leading group in the Caribbean,
Yes.
you know.
Mhm. And you played with them for more than you were with them for like over 40 years,
Well, yeah, like I say,
on and off.
yeah, you can consider I'm still a member,
Oh, you're
long,
still with them. I'm sorry
you
about
can
that.
say that because I mean, the relationship is so strong still,
Yes.
group like Grace Thrillers, you have many people pass through Grace Thrillers, singers and musicians,
Yes.
what I respect, a leader is that doesn't matter who come or who go, the whole instrumentation remains,
Remains the
the role
same.
with the sound then, the sound is still there. I think what I respect, I really respect it with the leadership, the group,
Bless
so
the
yeah,
Lord.
yeah, man.
But you also played with the David Keane and the Sunshine Band. You did.
Yes, yes, I played several groups back then, back in the days. Yes, David King, Sunshine Singers,
Mhm.
um, and was formerly taught by David King's wife, Mrs. Denver King, piano.
Okay.
So I got formal training from her, the piano, you know, and then start playing with her in her band, you know.
So you
So
also play the piano now as well?
yeah, man, I play several instruments, play piano, play
Name them for me now, or name a few of them that you play.
all right, guitar, piano, um, well, harmonica, started the harmonica first, I didn't mention that, but that was the first instrument I started playing at age 5. I
Oh,
remember I was living in this, we call them around the little place in Jamaica now, tenement yard,
yes, yes,
right.
yes,
So I
yes.
was even there, and I remember my mom went to the store and she bought some harmonicas for myself and friends, the neighbors, you know,
Hmm.
and I discovered that I started playing melodies on the harmonica. I started playing some of my school songs.
Yes.
So my mom discovered that early at that stage, and my friends, if they couldn't play a melody,
Mm.
so they can identify that they play that song. But I remember playing some songs. I remember one of the songs I play right now, Tom the Piper's Son, is played on the harmonica.
Okay.
So from the time my mom wanted us to get me involved with the music, that get some training, but they told her that I was too young.
Okay.
So the interest, that just dropped right there. But then now start going to church, then the whole thing just revive. As I said before, with this brother Smith, Arville Smith, you know, we're still alive at this time, give thanks.
Give God thanks for him.
Towards your man, Clifton, that's where the whole thing started from, Clifton,
And
I give thanks.
yes, I know now you are based out of Atlanta and you are a member of New Bethel International Church, which is located there. You are the director of music for that
Yeah,
church.
MD, yeah, yes.
How is it?
Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of work, but with what is going on now, demands, some changes because of basically we're doing most things, online now, because of what's going on.
Yes, yes.
So we pre-record most of the services. I mean, we just start going back out, of
Mhm.
services now, but most of the stuff we pre-record, you know,
Mhm.
because of what's going on now.
Yes, yes. The Lord will, changes are coming. The Lord is about to bless
Yeah.
us in that arena. And I realize that there's a lot of young people
Yes,
that
man.
follows you everywhere you go. There are just kids around you,
Kids, young adults,
young
because
adults. Yes.
okay, the transition from Clifton, well, this music thing here, trust me, that is what, you know, it's all happen to be here in the States now because of the music. Um,
Yes.
because when I left Clifton, I remember leaving from Clifton straight to the States. In New York, I was the music director at my church, East Chester Road, Church of God, in New York, many years, and then I also used to work with another church, I think in highest praise Church of God in New York. I was a music director there as well too, you know, um, before moving to Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And trust me, I just said, people I was a little following. It's true because Clifton, let me start from Clifton before I move to New York. Um, what you said, my Clifton, is that I'm going to start playing now with the seniors, and sometimes why the seniors not there. So I always love to go out and learn one and two little things, when you go rally and so on, you see the musicians play, you know. But when the seniors not there, me now as a youngster now, I do have a choice,
Yes.
you have to stay at church, So that was really a little, you know, a little disappointment for me because I want to go out and learn. So I start teaching. So I start teaching, just got some of the young people that start teaching.
Yes.
And then now they start, some of them will come up and start playing. We start playing from a little band, till, trust me, the church was like a musical church now because
Yes. A whole lot of young people wants to learn.
all female bands go to the church, ladies Sundays, the guys don't play. Young ladies always, they take over the ladies service. So, yeah man, trust me, it was a good thing. It was a good thing when I click on and now when I moved to New York now, it's the same thing.
Yes.
I went to the church. It was myself and a drummer. And the drummer was from Clifton too.
Oh, bless the Lord. So you
Yeah,
weren't out of place.
and I used to work for music, man, work for musicians, and so I started teach again.
Mm.
And it's like them say, well, and swallow fat and the people in the phrase.
Yes, I
So
do.
my friends them now who living in New York now start visiting, because I'm there and thing. And until now, some of them they start coming to the church now full time, you know. They became members of the church, you know. And then the young ones now start teaching them now and have them playing for concerts, opening them for some artists, and things like that. So we have the senior band now and the junior band.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And what I would do them, I would have them playing children's church, starting my children's church. And then now I move them to youth fellowship.
Mm.
Yeah, man. And then I see them really develop and connect myself now. And let them play on youth Sundays. And then they start playing in church, you know. Well, they're the same thing, the same thing from Clifton, same thing, East Chester. And, transition now from East Chester to Atlanta. We had few musicians, maybe about 4 musicians at the time, a drummer, a bass player, a keyboard player, that's about it. And afterward now everything else double up.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
Yeah, so.
While we were growing up, there was youth achievement.
Oh
in
yeah.
the church.
Youth achievement, yeah.
It was a time when young people would come together. It doesn't matter which church you go to, Catholic, Baptist, anywhere at all. It was an open arena. What can I say? There was no blockage. Every church was welcome.
Yes,
that's when young people used to go from church to church. Right. Now, as we grow up and we are in this country, we realize that churches don't want other churches to visit their church. Or you can't leave your church and go visit another church without you get in trouble. How do we grow spiritually as Christians, and how do we meet our loved ones in Christ except we visit with them?
That is true, yeah. I know, right? I just said the focus shift from back then, it's not like before, because before there were more interaction, you know, the churches coming together, fellowshipping together, whether it's youth fellowship, convention, I mean, it doesn't matter, you know, because we should invite people from other churches, you
But
know.
we were happier then as Christians.
Yes, man. I remember, you know, Clifton, Manningsville Road. Okay, you have quite a few churches on Manningsville Road. You have the Salvation Army, which is
Right across the street.
right across from Clifton.
Mhm.
And then, you know, you have two churches on the main road, Manningsville Road Street. And they have Mennonite Church on Whitehall Avenue.
Yes.
And sometimes we used to come together, good fellowship, you know.
We were surrounded, but that's the whole idea. We grew then as Christians.
Yes, man.
We know each other by our, by our friendship, by our fellowship. We
Yes,
could see each other and say, oh, he goes to that church, this one goes to that church. And
yes,
it was a fellowship when we see each other, or a reunion when we come together. So when we have youth achievement, talk about what some of the things that goes on in the youth achievement, the sports competition, how we compete against other church, and how it was a really neck to neck celebration.
yes, man. That was another time of coming together again. You know, the youth, you said youth in action. We used to, you know,
Yes.
a wide variety of stuff, sports, competition, you know, track and field,
Yes.
in competition, you know, with the art and craft competition.
Yes. Cooking, churches
Yes, man,
cooking against
cooking
each
and
other.
juicing and yes, man, you
And
know,
we used to get prizes for
yes, man,
great prize, money prize, or other, one prize.
yes,
If it's four of you that enter, the money divide against everyone. But
yes,
it was
man,
a great endeavor every year. The
yeah,
highlights of the youth achievement was the singing competition. Every
yes,
church want to say they are the best church with the best choir,
yes, 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 yes.
and we always look forward to it. And what a glorious time we used to have.
Oh yes, great memories, man. I was look forward into, you know, I've been looking forward to youth achievement, you know, because I say you get to interact with other churches and things like that, and activities. Yeah, it was fun. It was all fun.
That's fun. Food and games. But wouldn't you like to see that come back again, or hear that we are doing that again in Jamaica? Wouldn't you take part in it? Just
Oh,
even just show up to see how it's done now.
yes, man. Yes, yes. I think that, well, I think we're placed now what I think called was it Congress or something like, but it's not like our time.
Okay,
Not like
okay.
our time, you know. But
Yes.
yeah, I think we're placed with something like Congress now, I think. You know.
Yes. I love the fact that when I see a good marriage, I like to bring it forth and talk about it.
Yes,
You
man.
stayed, but you got married in church. You guys
Yes.
are still going strong.
Yes.
Tell something to the world, to those who are getting married, those who are having rough time in their marriage, or tell them, give them little cues as to how you kept yours going.
All right. From my experience, because I really didn't get any, you know, like when you're going through a certain stage, you have the counseling. I didn't really get any counseling, you know.
No
So
counseling.
it was it was learning
Learn as you go.
learning the one during the journey, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So well, trust me, I because I never understand certain things, you know. I used to believe that you know the party, you know, naturally the personality supposed to be similar or the same
Mm-hmm.
thing, and that
Mm-hmm.
that was a rough one for me, you know.
Yes, because you realize quickly that no, it's not.
Yeah, man, different personality, man, and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of compromising, yes, yes, you have to if you want it to work. You
Yes.
know, you have to prepare to do the compromising if you really want it to work. You know, um, yeah, man. You
So
know, and
now,
then
you would say then that it's having a great compromise between each other.
yes, man. Yeah,
Yes.
man. That is one of the main thing. You know, and you know, through the years now you get to learn. You know others what the likes and the dislikes and things like that.
Mhm.
So you try your best to avoid certain things.
And you work with the little that you have.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. And that's how it works.